The shooting, there's certainly been a lot of talk about the type of language that a lot of the politicians are using. I want to play something for you that your husband said while talking to an audience of progressives this past weekend. Then we'll discuss. Listen to this.
Today in the White House, we have perhaps the worst and most dangerous president in the history of our country.
With hindsight, does he go too far in speaking like that about the president?
I don't think so, Wolf. I think what's interesting is that was at the People's Summit, and what I noticed on the weekend was that without any prior discussion, Roseanne DeMoro, Nina Turner, Van Jones, Bernie, and I all spoke about being careful and being involved with our policies and with our facts, but not engaging in the politics of personal destruction, that we believed in civil discourse. Nina was saying hard on issues, soft on people. Van Jones was saying, I don't care who you voted for. What we care about now is where do we stand. Now, dangerous, I mean, when you throw 23 million people off of health care without even a hearing, that's dangerous to those 23 million people. We have to be able to discuss the issues without demonizing the opponent. And honestly, Wolf, I think the media needs to look at itself as well. The media, it characterizes every conversation as an adversarial one. Your job, the media's job, I think, is to illuminate the facts, not fan the flames. And the media continues to cover the latest scandal, the latest back and forth, but not the issues so much. And
but let me interrupt, Jane. With all due respect, if a president or a senator or someone of authority is making very, very strong statements, you want us to simply ignore those statements? If there's a social media post, a tweet, and the president says something really, really strong, or Senator Bernie Sanders says this is the worst and most dangerous president in the history of our country, do you want us to censor those words as part of the news media? What are you suggesting?
No. Well, I'm suggesting that just like the Democrats and the Republicans and the independents and the progressives are all thinking about what happened in this presidential race, that the media needs to do some self-reflection as well.
The media is doing a lot of I can assure you, we're doing a lot of self-reflection. We're always looking back. We're learning lessons. We want to make sure that as the first draft of history, we get it right. When we make a mistake, we certainly always correct it as quickly as possible. This is not a perfect science by any means, but you know, you hear a lot of criticism of the mainstream media, Jane, from the conservative elements, from the right wing. We're getting a lot of criticism from the left wing, from the progressives, people like you as well. It underscores that we're trying to do as responsible a job as we possibly can, and we certainly aren't going to try to censor very strong statements from people of responsibility.
I agree. I agree, Wolf. What I'm saying